fashion communication reflects the dynamic shifts in technology, culture, and consumer expectations that have shaped the fashion industry over time. In its early days, fashion communication primarily relied on print media, with magazines like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Elle serving as key channels for brands to reach and influence audiences. These publications were powerful tastemakers, setting trends and showcasing designers through curated editorials, advertisements, and high-quality photography. This era was characterized by a one-way communication model where brands projected their messages through a select group of media outlets, and consumer feedback was limited to sales figures or occasional letters to the editor. With the advent of television, fashion communication took a more visual turn, bringing fashion shows, interviews, and advertisements directly into people's homes. Fashion brands began producing commercials that allowed for more dynamic storytelling, engaging audiences with models, music, and visuals that represented the brand's identity. Television expanded the reach of fashion communication, but it remained a largely passive experience for viewers, as brands still controlled the narrative. The rise of the internet in the late 1990s and early 2000s transformed fashion communication fundamentally, ushering in an era of digital content and real-time interaction. Fashion blogs and online publications gave birth to a more democratized fashion landscape, where voices outside the traditional media could influence public opinion and trends. This shift allowed consumers to access fashion content instantly and explore new designers and styles through digital lookbooks, online magazines, and e-commerce websites. Brands also started to explore digital marketing, using email newsletters, banner ads, and early social media sites to reach their audience directly. Social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and, more recently, TikTok have taken fashion communication to a new level, enabling brands to engage in two-way communication with their audience. Instagram became particularly influential, allowing brands to showcase visual content, interact directly with consumers, and build communities around their products and values. TikTok's rise has brought a new wave of short-form video content where trends go viral almost overnight, making it essential for brands to keep up with rapidly shifting consumer interests. These platforms also facilitated influencer marketing, as influencers became key players in the fashion landscape, allowing brands to reach audiences through trusted voices in a more authentic, relatable way. Influencers helped create a more interactive form of communication, where brand messages are shared through personal stories, tutorials, and real-time feedback. Another significant shift in fashion communication has been the focus on sustainability, inclusivity, and transparency. Modern consumers are increasingly looking for brands that align with their values, and brands have responded by incorporating ethical messaging into their communication strategies. Sustainability campaigns, inclusive marketing, and stories highlighting fair labor practices have become integral parts of fashion communication, helping brands build trust and loyalty among socially conscious consumers. Fashion communication today is as much about promoting products as it is about conveying a brand's values, vision, and purpose. The COVID-19 pandemic further accelerated digital transformation in fashion, as brands leaned heavily into virtual fashion shows, digital pop-ups, and e-commerce. With in-person events on pause, brands experimented with virtual runways, augmented reality, AR, experiences, and live-streamed events to reach global audiences. Virtual platforms provided brands with new ways to connect and engage, leading to innovative approaches to fashion communication that transcend geographical boundaries. Today, fashion communication is a multifaceted field that requires agility, creativity, and a deep understanding of digital tools, data, and consumer psychology. It is no longer enough for brands to simply market a product. They must build relationships, listen to feedback, and create an immersive experience that resonates on multiple levels. Fashion communication has evolved from a top-down model into a dynamic and collaborative exchange, where brands and consumers interact in real time, influencing each other and co-creating the future of fashion.